These are the best Minecraft Bedrock duplication glitches for normal worlds, realms and servers. The first one is an all stackable items duplication glitch and will work on all worlds. However, if you play on realms or servers, I will show you some tweaks in order for it to work. Now, all the items you're gonna need are 35 items of your choice. I will use dirt in this case, and then a stack and one of the items that you want to duplicate. I will use diamonds here. Now, what you're going to have to do is to take the stack and put it in the first slot of your hotbar. You then want to go ahead and throw the single item on the floor like this, and then you just want to go into your inventory, take the 35 items of your choice and spread them in the remaining slots of your inventory. All slots should be filled like this. As the next step, what you want to do is to stand right above the item, and now you enter your inventory again, and what you want to do is to select this stack by clicking and at the same time close the inventory. You might have to repeat it a few times, it didn't work for me first try. Let's do this again, and it should be like this. So you have the single item in your hotbar, but the full stack is in your inventory as well. As you can see, there are no items on the floor, so we should have all of them in our inventory. Now, you just want to save and quit your game. And then you can just go back into the world, and the items should already be duplicated. It is a very fast duplication glitch. Of course, it had to start raining, but as you can see, we have the full stack in our inventory hotbar, and we also have another full stack in our inventory at the cursor. We can just put it down, and we could basically repeat the entire process again. In normal single player worlds, this will work all the time, but if you are in multiplayer worlds like servers or realms, you might experience that it doesn't work. First of all, of course, make sure that everything is as shown in my video, so you have the full stack and the single item in your inventory at the same time, although you don't have any space left. But then on realms and servers, it won't work whenever another player is in the world in the same dimension. So if all the players are in the overworld, let's say, then you can perform this one in the nether or in the end dimension. You could just jump into an end portal or a nether portal and perform it in this other dimension as long as there is no player inside. Also, when you save and quit your game, you should wait for a couple of minutes in the home screen of Minecraft Bedrock and then re-enter the realm or server, because the realm or server will have to take longer for the game to save. The next duplication glitch is for all gravity blocks. This means you can duplicate sand, and red sand of course, gravel, anvils of any damage class, dragon eggs and concrete powder. Then what you have to do in order to perform this duplication glitch is to have at least one drip leaf and one lever. You can perform this with multiple drip leaves or levers. This will give you higher rates of course. In order to perform the duplication glitch, what you want to do is to take the drip leaves and you want to place them down just in a row so it is nice and neat. In front of them, what you want to do is to take your levers and you want to place one lever in front of each of these drip leaves, and then you want to flick all of them as well. If you wouldn't power the drip leaves, then the gravity blocks would just drop down like this, and this would not work for a duplication glitch, so power all of the big drip leaves that you placed. Next, you can go ahead and take your gravity blocks and place them on top of the drip leaves. You can choose all the gravity blocks that you want to. I will take all of them for you to show that everything will work. The next step that you will have to do is just to save and quit your game, and this will already duplicate all the gravity blocks. Let's see if it worked for us. As you can see, we have the blocks floating above the blocks themselves, and we even duplicated some of them twice. Now you could just basically repeat this a second time, so save and quit, go back into your world, and let's see if it worked again. As you can see, we have the items above them again, so this means it worked, and it will actually work every time you do this. Again, if you want to do this on realms or servers, you will probably have to wait until no other player is online, and then in the game menu you will have to wait a couple of minutes in order for the game to properly save. Next up, we have an all items duplication glitch, and in order to perform it, you will need a sticky piston, a lever and a chest. You can duplicate all items using this glitch, including filled shulker boxes, normal items, bottles of enchanting and unstackable items and armor as well. Now you want to perform this duplication glitch in the end dimension of your Minecraft Bedrock world, And most practically, you also have a spawn point nearby like this, so that you can make sure that you spawn right next to the end portal when it is needed. Now just jump into it. In the end dimension, you want to make sure, of course, that the ender dragon is killed, so no one can disturb you while performing this duplication glitch. Then what you want to do is to head right to the spawn platform of your world, because this is the direction where you want to perform this glitch. Next up, you want to go right to the edge, and when you are at the edge of the end island, the next thing that you want to do is to get to the Y coordinate of 1, so this means all the way down. The easiest way to do this is to place down a source of lava and let it flow all the way down. Next, go ahead, take yourself a water bucket and place it right next to the lava source. This would turn all the lava into cobblestone and of course the source itself into obsidian, and it will allow us to go all the way down to the Y coordinate of 1. Down there you want to place yourself some blocks so that you have a bridge to stand on. It doesn't really matter if you are on Y1, it just is important that you are within the lowest 16 blocks of the end dimension. As you can see, I'm heading outwards. There is my end island and you want to go into the void direction, so right here. And as you can see, I have installed a resource pack that allows me to see chunk borders, and you want to head right to the next chunk border that lays on this bridge. And as you can see, here we are. This is the last block in this chunk, and here we already got the first block in the new chunk. You want to remove this block right here so you don't have any blocks in this new chunk. Place some blocks next to you. Then in this exact block right here, you want to go ahead and place a sticky piston and in front of it a chest. Now you want to place a lever behind the sticky piston, and when you flick the lever, the chest should be the only block within the new chunk right here. And now you can go ahead and put the items that you want to duplicate inside of your chest. I take all of them, and then you can close the chest again. And what you want to do is to go back up the water stream and into the end portal to save the world as it is. Then, after going through the end portal, you actually want to save and quit the game too. Instantly go back into the world, and of course back into the end dimension as well, and you can already go down the water stream and to the platform to perform the duplication glitch. The only thing that you will have to do is to flick the lever right here, and then you have to save and quit the game. And now you want to go back into the world, and you will see that you will have 2 chests, so you duplicated the chests. You will have the items inside the first one, and of course in the second one as well. And you can use all the items as well, so they aren't any ghost items or something like this. And you can repeat this duplication glitch again. Again, on realms and servers, this can work as well, as long as you make sure that no other players are in the end dimension of your world. And if it doesn't work for you, try it when no other player is online. The last duplication glitch that I want to show you is a duplication glitch to duplicate wool. In order to perform it, you will need all these items. It is somewhat redstone based, but this doesn't matter because it is very simple to do. But let me showcase how this works. Of course, the first thing will be to find all of these 5 chunk borders. You can do this with a resource pack or with another method that I will have linked in the video description as well. Again, in between these 2 lines of concrete, we have a chunk border, so right here we cross the chunk border. The first thing to do is to be within the first chunk, and there you want to place the lever at the chunk border. And now you want to place down a line out of redstone until you come to the next chunk border. There you want to place a repeater on the last block of the chunk, and you want to repeat this for the 3rd chunk as well, and for the 4th chunk as well, so a redstone repeater right here. And actually in the 5th chunk, what you want to do is to grab yourself a redstone comparator and place it right behind the redstone repeater in this facing. Then you want to place 3 redstone dust all around, and you want to click it once so this bubble lights up. Now just place another line out of redstone. Then you want to place a redstone repeater in this position, and at the last block of the chunk you want to place a dispenser. You want to put some shears, and then what you want to do is to have a block of glass in front of the dispenser, and maybe some of them around as well, so that the grass can regrow. And you want to place down some glass blocks so that the sheep is encased. Now get yourself 1 sheep into this chamber. Once you completed this entire setup, you will be able to finally do the duplication glitch. What you want to do is to stand behind the levers in the first chunk, so right about here. You will notice that the sheeps are unloaded, but they should still be in the world. The next thing to do is to just flick the levers, or just one lever. You can do this with as much cells as you want to. And then the redstone clock right there will fire, as you can see. And you can actually now go ahead and save and quit the game. And then you want to go back into the world. And let's see if it worked. You want to turn off the redstone clocks right here. And then go to your sheeps. As you can see, there some will drop down and actually collect it. And let's see how much we gained. We gained about 3.5 stack of wool within these few seconds. I also recommend not having this farm on for too long, because this could actually crash your game with so many items dropped at the same time. And now, if this video helped you, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. This will help me as well, and I appreciate all kind of support. And I hope we see us again in the next video. See ya!